myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Sexy Squidward?
Yeah.
Dude, I
It's
always
because
wanted
I
like
hit my
a
face on a door.
always wanted like the fucking bold and brash. Like that shit looks cool, bro. I might get a bold and brash and like put it like right here on my wall. Think that'd be fucking
It's so
hilarious.
fucked up that they made fun of him for that, you know? Like, and also, like,
Right?
that is one thing, the painting, you know?
Mhm.
And he
Mhm.
really just needed a friend there. Like, he really needed support to, because he wasn't a bad artist either.
True.
I feel like Bold and Brash was actually, like, a good,
Mm.
like, it really represented how Squidward saw himself. You know, he saw himself
Mm.
as a star. He saw himself as the center of attention.
Bold.
He saw himself, right. He saw
Brash.
himself as someone who would, you know, not care what other people think and seize the day. But
True.
in reality, he really needed SpongeBob's
He
approval, and
worked
not just
outside the
SpongeBob.
box.
You know, everyone's approval. He longed for it,
Mhm.
and I think that's what really was represented
Mm.
in that painting.
You know, that's why, the show's, SpongeBob SquarePants, Squidward, he thought outside the box, thought outside the square, you know, with his bold and brash.
Indeed.
Abstract. Oops. Yo, where is everybody?
Yo, it's Sunday night. They're at church.
Oh my god, it is Sunday night. They're probably watching the game, the footballs.
Oh, that's right. Wait, isn't that today?
What?
Isn't there like a big football game today?
I don't fucking know. Brad was
Some
just
nerd
telling me
shit.
was just telling me that, footballs happen on Sunday.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think that our audience has a big
mm,
like overlap with football fans. Something tells me.
really.
Yeah.
I think all our fans are super cool and I love them.
It's not an intellectual man's game.
Ook, it's what is it for? Ape strength?
Yeah. Return to monk.
I might.
That's always the nerd take, isn't it? Like sports are bad, like sports ball. But then like they're really
Sports are
into
for
League
like
of
ook
Legends,
ook.
like esports. Yeah.
Dude, esports is different though,
How is it different?
because it's electronic.
But then like they're really
Sports
into
are for
Okay, yeah, you're right. That is different. I hadn't considered that.
I mean,
You're right.
now that you've
You
considered
really
it,
sealed that
I'm
one up.
glad that I fucking enlightened you, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
like, they're the same.
Just different skills, man. You know, like if someone's good at baseball, they might also be good at soccer, but it's not necessarily the case, you know?
True, and for
I
games,
bet
like,
people
if you're good at Counter
Go
Strike,
ahead.
you're probably good at some other FPS games.
Right, exactly. Like but someone who's good at, playing Winston, for example,
Mhm.
might not be good at first person shooter games like
Mhm.
XQC, for example. He's really bad. Oh yeah, he's
True.
banned too. You remember? Did you see that?
Oh
He
yeah, he
fucking
got banned for a
stream
week. Oh, yeah,
sniffing. Yeah.
because he was having fun online.
Yeah,
How
fun
dare he?
detected. It was fun. He posted this really funny tweet of him
Mhm.
like. Did you ever see? I think it was Narcos or whatever, where the guy like takes pictures of himself and he's like all lonely and he's like looking over. He's like sitting on a wall,
Oh,
and
like,
looking at the floor. Yeah, and he's like sad as fuck. XQC did his own collage of that. I thought it was funny as hell.
oh, that must have been good. I like the one where he's like, just like looking out into the distance, like
Yeah.
just fucking chilling.
What's that guy's name? Pablo Escobar, I want to say.
That sounds about right.
Famous Colombian. Colombia.
Famous drug lord,
Yeah,
also communist.
I'm not sure about that one. I
No,
don't think he was communist.
true. He did like what in that show, like, or I guess in real
He
life,
did
he
re-
like gave out money, right, for votes.
Yeah, he redistributed. Yeah, but he was
redistributed
also
his
like,
wealth, bro, to the people.
he only did that to get their approval, though. He didn't actually care so much.
Mm.
I don't know.
But
There's,
did
like,
he run
different-
as a socialist?
No, I don't think so. I
I
think
felt
he
like that
ran
was
as,
his
like,
platform in the show. Like he was,
It was like a
like
Robin
a
Hood
ruler for
type
the
thing.
people,
Yeah, he was like a
and
Robin
like
Hood type
the city
leader.
that he lived in, like, got very developed.
Medinas or whatever.
Yeah, because of his wealth.
I've never actually seen the show. I just know a little bit about him, but I'm assuming that they did the same thing in the show.
The show
They tried
has
to paint him
like
as, like,
so
a-
many fucking like sex scenes, like
Really?
like
I might have to check it out then.
No, it's weird because like oh, this show's cool. I'll just watch it with my mom, bro. And then fucking like right in front of me, man. Me and my fucking my poor mother.
Yeah. Isn't Narcos the show where they had to like shut down production because like some Mexican gang or something was actually assassinating people who worked on the show or something? I think
Hey,
hold on,
what?
Narcos member killed. Yeah, Narcos location manager shot and killed in Mexico in 2017. So
Wow.
I think they had to like shut down production or something. He was found murdered on Monday inside his vehicle. He was scouting solo at the time, which occurred near some place that I can't pronounce. Damn, yeah,
Wait,
crazy.
so was it related to what they were
I don't think.
doing, or was it
No, I
just
don't
like an
think.
oops so Barry's assassination?
Yeah, I think it was probably just like a carjacking or something. Just unlucky timing.
Damn.
Dude, that sucks. Like honestly, it might have been kind of badass to get like murdered for like doing a Narcos show, but just to get murdered for no reason, that's kind of lame.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
Like,
dumbass.
yeah,
Getting
dumbass
killed.
bitch
No,
should
I'm
have
kidding.
fucking
I'm kidding.
lived.
That's that's too
Dude, I
fucked
was,
up. I'm just kidding.
dude, I was thinking about fucking getting murdered while I was waiting to do my fucking DoorDash. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm like, dude, what if someone just rolled up, rolled up on me with the
Started unloading.
with the fucking Glock 9, bro, and just fucking,
Yeah.
into my fucking chest.
I have that very like young person energy, dude, where I'm like I
Yeah.
feel invincible,
Mhm.
but like I always
Bro,
fantasize
yeah, I don't have
about
that
everyone
energy.
else I know dying. You know, like I never imagine myself dying. Like I'll be in a situation I'm like, oh, this is kind of sketchy, but I'm never thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get shot. I'm always thinking like, oh, all my friends are gonna get shot, and I'm the only one that's gonna live, and it's gonna suck. Like I have this
Nah,
very
bro.
main character esque syndrome where I'm always like, it's never gonna be me getting killed. Like I'm never gonna
Really?
die.
You're
Like
gonna be
I'm
like
never
the
gonna die
witness to the
heroically.
death.
Yeah, like I'm never gonna like
Mhm.
give my life to save someone. It's always gonna be my ass like getting someone else
Bro,
doing it, and then I have to
literally,
live with it.
I just think about like all the possible scenarios, and of course, one of those scenarios is like someone kicking down that door right behind me and fucking
Yeah,
right on stream, man. Literally,
we've
right
been on
on
this
stream.
before. I don't think on the podcast, but we've talked about like I think this is something that people with anxiety do. Like they always need an exit plan, right? Like
Mm.
if they're in a room, I don't like personally, I don't like sitting away like too far away from the door
Hmm.
where like if someone comes in I can't close the distance quick enough, you know what I mean? Like if I'm in a this is so true and it's
Like
kind of
when you
weird
walk
but like
into a classroom, you scan the area and you find like the best desk to like get out of
yeah,
here. Fucking
right, exactly, like because like
yeah.
my rationale is like if you're sitting in the very back of the room and like
Hmm.
let's say the door is like on this corner and then you're over here in the
Hmm.
back corner, like if someone comes in with a gun, like you have two options,
You're
right? You can
like
run
you're
away,
like
which is
looking
like
at
the
the
best option.
windows,
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
looking at any fucking shielding.
But if there's only one door, you don't really have many options. You can't run, right? So
Yeah.
in that case, you want to be as close to the door as possible because then you can close the distance and maybe surprise them.
Hmm.
You know, like that's your one chance or whatever.
Mm.
So fuck that. I'm not sitting close, like far away.
But
Because
what
I
if
don't know.
you're
Maybe
but
this.
right next to the door and he fucking kills you and one other person and then gets that's it, and then he gets
Well, then
stopped.
that's just unlucky, bro. But if you're far away from the door, then you have 0% chance. You're not gonna be able to close it. You know, like cops always say, like if someone's 20 feet
I
away,
feel like I could survive
you can close the
a
distance
couple gunshots.
long enough. Yeah,
Like I feel like I
exactly.
could survive like 3 maybe, you know.
Yeah, I feel like it depends on where they hit, obviously, but
Nah,
like
I
if
feel like if
someone's
I got shot like right in the fucking stomach, like I could survive at least 3, man.
yeah,
Yeah, for real.
3 and keep ticking, bro. Like how many?
Yeah.
Like yeah, like I think if I got shot like once, I'd be like,
It'll
damn,
be
that
like
sucks.
a
But
CS:GO
like
shotgun, like a CS:GO,
yeah,
like you know, I'll be on like 70, like 25 HP, but I'll be straight. You know.
guns are surprisingly non-lethal. Like non-lethal in the sense that like if you get
Yeah.
medical attention right
Mm.
away, you could actually survive some like heinous ass wounds. People just get
Honestly, they
shot
need to
like
start putting some like loot in the classrooms, like some like body armor, head armor, just in case, you know.
yeah, just like you
Like
know
for
how the
those who
ceilings.
like want it, for those who
Yeah,
who just want to feel safe. Like
if you're not
you walk
comfortable
into
wearing
your
body armor, that's
U.S.
fine.
classroom, strap on your fucking bulletproof armor, put on your fucking Kevlar helmet. Yeah,
Yeah, dude. You know how
yeah,
the ceilings in schools, like you can push them up?
yeah.
You just store like some AR-15s up there, so that way if you
Uh-huh.
need to break bad, you can
Yeah.
just reach up there.
Fuck.
Yeah, here on Left in the South, we highly recommend bringing guns to school.
Of course, for your own safety,
Yeah.
if anything.
The only thing that stops a bad guy is a good guy with a gun.
Exactly.
A bad guy with a gun is a good guy.
You know, the reason why there's so many school shootings, bro, is because there's not enough guns.
Yeah. Every
put
man,
more.
woman, and child a gun.
True.
Yeah.
Even the fetus.
My favorite take among conservatives is that everyone should have a gun except women. That's my favorite thing about like conservatives who are like kind of like borderline misogynistic, but like, you know, they don't hate women. They just don't trust, you know, and they're like, it's the same people who are like, oh, women can never be in office. You know what I mean? Those are the kind of guys that are like, oh, I think every guy should have a gun, but like, you know, women, you never know. They might just break back.
Too far, buddy. Too far. Too much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing like conservatives, like what we were talking about last episode. I know we have really fucking started. We've been fucking pre-gaming 18 minutes here. We'll get into it soon though.
Oh shit.
But
yeah, that's fine.
fucking, you know, conservatives, you know, they don't think women, like, they can just go, they're like, men, we're just wild beasts. We're wild animals. Like, we can't control ourselves around women. You know,
Did you see that thing on Twitter?
Happens, Bill. What's up?
That's so fucking funny. Did you see that thing on Twitter where I may have linked it to you, where these people in the newspaper were saying like, would you ever vote for a woman as president? And they got like a bunch of women to answer as well, and all the women were like, no, I don't think women can run the country.
Wait, you sent this to me where?
I may have been looking at this with Lily, actually, not you. But it was basically just a news column where like they asked like 5 men and 5 women, and like there was like 4 men that were like, oh no, of course not. Women are so ornery, like we can't trust them. Like, of course not. What about during their period? How are they gonna lead the nation or whatever? You know, the classic line that men say. And then there's just this one guy that was like, I mean, she can't be worse than what we got now. So, and this was in like 1920 or something. That guy, funny. I hope that guy's still alive, man.
Probably
we should get him on the pod.
We should.
I wonder if he has Twitter. What's his Instagram, I wonder?
Dude, when I think when you were talking about that, I was just thinking about that one lady and her husband who like came outside with like the guns, bro, and she had her gun like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a fucking
like a James Bond villain.
For real.
That's
bro.
never held a gun. Yeah.
No,
Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Okay, let's fucking get into this fucking episode.
Let's actually start officially. You want to do our intro, brother?
Yes. Welcome to Left in the South podcast, episode 40. 40 episodes strong, as always.
Yes.
David and Caleb
40 episodes
on the mic.
Yes. David on the motherfucking 1s and 2s.
For the motherfucking 40th time.
Yeah.
It's fucking, it's another milestone, I feel, you know?
Yeah, I think
40
so. I think
episodes,
like
40 hours of pod audio out there of our voices. And Caleb, I have a special message for all those fucking listeners who've been out there supporting the podcast for 40 episodes. 40 episodes, Caleb. Insane. And, you know, of course, this is for the people who are visually watching. and for the people on the audio, you're pretty good too. But also, Patreon, Caleb.
Yes.
I believe we have a $2 version and a $5 version. Caleb, what can you tell me about that?
The Patreon. Guys, if you're listening to this right now, then you're probably wealthy. I mean, let's be honest. Yeah. Socialism is a privileged man's game, okay? We have to be honest about that. You know, us white guys, we got to stick together. You know, we're not on that ethno-state shit, but we are on that financial support ass shit. So if you want to help the show out, throw $2 our way every month. You get access to some special shit. You get like a Discord tag. You get like some mild content that we do occasionally, but mostly
exclusive
the best
content
thing
on there.
Yeah, exclusive content on there too, by the way. And the best thing that you get is the lovely feeling that you're helping us out.
Yes, supporting two brothers in arms, 2 goddamn communists on the fucking mic, spreading the truth out to the nation. You know, converting these Southerners, you know, the people who are on the fence, you know, the centrist, you know, maybe they looked at left Twitter and they're interested in the sex work, but more importantly, they're interested in the talk, the discussion. And we're here to deliver that discussion on a week by week basis. Maybe we might skip a week. Hey, it is what it is, right? But always,
Indeed,
I
yeah.
always have fun. This is a fucking fun podcast. We talk about the news, but that's just a talking point. We do what the fuck we want on
Yeah,
this show.
there's no format to the show. There's no
Hell no.
schedule. Who told you guys that we're supposed to release one a week? That's just
Yeah.
an expectation that David and I programmed into
Yeah.
you through Pavlovian behavioral
Mm.
therapy or whatever the fuck it's called. I'm not a science guy.
Mm.
I'm a fucking economist. I don't do science.
What? Wait,
I
what do
went
you
to
think?
school
This
for
guy's
bullshit and fantasies.
this guy's fucking big brain, and
Yeah.
I for one haven't gone through school yet. Going through school still, but this guy's big ass fucking brain.
As an economist, I can say that, in fact,
Mm.
investing in left in the South is the best return on investment that you can get.
Honestly,
You know,
like
forget
oh.
the stock market,
Yeah.
forget Nasdaq, all that bullshit. What do those letters even mean? I don't know.
Mm.
You'll never see any prosperity from
It's
that.
all gambling.
But
but-
if you stick with us, exactly, yeah.
Subscribing to Left and South Patreon, not a gamble at all.
No way.
And of course, we have lovely patrons already who are already pledging their money to the podcast. Those people: James, Kylie, Grunt980, Peyton. Familiar names surely you've heard before. 4 wonderful people that I always keep near and dear to my heart. And of course, we also have a Discord. Left in the South Discord. You can probably find a link on our Twitter. And if not, hey, just fucking comment down below if you want it. I'll literally drop the link if you're watching the VOD. But, of course, I want to get right into one of our first topics here, Caleb. 40th episode topic.
Yes. Yes, coronavirus still raging through the country today, David, and people's mentalities about corona certainly have not changed. The
Yes.
very American ideal of wanting to die and thinking that your life will never end and you're an immortal god being that the universe revolves around. It is a widespread belief among Americans, and it's no more obvious than in your home state of Florida. And we have some news here. I don't know if this is like a statewide thing, but I believe there's a 10 p.m. curfew going on right now.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it might
Oh,
just
wow.
be at like certain areas. I'm not sure, but
It
I
might
know
be
for a fact
county to
that
county. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But I know for a fact that in Huntington Beach, people are very, very upset about it. Crowds have been gathering all day today. This is breaking
Really?
news, by the way. This is still happening now.
Breaking
Yeah,
news.
Breaking news here at Left in the South. People are gathering in crowds, basically protesting their right to die early from COVID.
They are
by
shitting
gathering.
and spitting on each other.
Yes,
The French
they are
kissing.
swapping.
They are fucking kissing with their eyeballs out and about in this crowd here. And goddamn God's green Florida.
Yeah, they're swapping spit and fucking I don't know, something else. They're swapping stuff, man. It's crazy out there. You really got to keep to yourself these days.
Honestly.
My girlfriend and I were just discussing like we usually go over to do laundry at other people's houses, right? And like we've been talking about how we can't even do that anymore cuz we can't basically leave the house at all. I live in Knoxville. We are number 6 in the nation for uncontrolled spread in the country.
Christ.
So basically
I'm sure Florida has a couple gold medals in the coronavirus.
Oh, for sure.
Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Maybe a few.
If nothing else, the only reason that Florida isn't high up there is because everyone in Florida that gets it is like 1 million years old and they just die instantly. Like
True.
they just
You literally
COVID and
sneeze on them
die.
and they just fucking blow away.
Yeah, they just
Shit.
like a Thanos dust in the wind type shit.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Fucking.
What do you think about this curfew though? Like in Knoxville,
happened
I'll give you
before.
an example here. Like in Knoxville, they had a thing where they made bars close early, specifically bars. Like other restaurants that serve food were able to stay open. So what bars did here was they just started serving food, and then they used that as a way to stay open. So like the curfew, I'm not necessarily against it. I think that like I just don't think that necessarily it's like the best thing to do. I don't think it really does that much compared to other things.
It's a really fucking like half measure. Just like just have a like why not just like let's do a real fucking lockdown. Let's fucking get this shit done. Let's get fucking safe and quick fucking testing. Like we've had the curfew before. I think like during when we had even fewer cases of coronavirus in my county. But now like people are just like outraged. They still don't think this is real, and they're killing each other. And
well, David, you said that you had the lockdown before. I think that's such a great point because, like, look at it from their eyes. Like, they think that we locked down and we conquered COVID, and like in their mind,
Mm.
like they've been trying so hard. They're like, oh, I've had to wear a mask. I haven't been able to go to concerts or whatever.
Oh,
I'm so sad when,
no.
and
Yeah.
like they're doing their best, and like they feel like they're actually doing a lot.
Mm.
So for the government to ask an additional thing from them
Mm.
and like to not let them go
How
out, like that's
dare you?
yeah, exactly. Like that's
My
the last
Sunday
straw.
night is ruined.
Exactly. Like, how am I supposed to go to B-dubs with the fucking boys and drink some natty ices and watch the fucking Ravens
And
if I
watch the
can't leave my
fucking
house?
game.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. I think that the curfew thing, it's probably fine. It's just that they need to do something else. Like, curfew's not enough. It needs to be something more than that.
Yeah.
And the fact that the governor of your lovely home
Mm.
state is not really willing to do anything probably means that a curfew is like the least that they can do.
And it is because he's a little bitch.
Yeah.
That's for certain.
For certain, my friend.
Yeah, but hey, Corona, it's the third wave. The fucking, every wave, it's doubling. It's fucking doubling. And it's only going to get worse. We are, as the man, the myth, the legend, Fauci said, the winter season will be the worst season for the United States. So,
Yep.
and not only that, we have Thanksgiving coming around the corner, bro. And people,
Yep.
they're heated. They're they're saying that, like, if you have a gathering, if you have a Thanksgiving, this is like you're rebelling against the system because they don't want us to give thanks to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Like they are
right,
going
that's what
off.
Thanksgiving's about, right?
Yeah,
Thanksgiving is about thanking Jesus.
Yeah, they're like going off on Thanksgiving. Like they're like,
Yeah.
I want it. It's like,
Oh my god.
Bro, chill.
Anyone who has a family of fucking COVID idiots has dealt with this personally. Like they take it as a personal attack when you tell them like, oh yeah,
it's
I'm
an
not
attack
gonna
on
come
Christmas,
home
bro.
right, like I don't want to kill you and my whole family, or kill me, right? And these, like, your family, my family personally, and my girlfriend's family as well, like they take that shit as a personal attack. They're like, oh, you're not coming home to see us, like you fucking hate us, like you just want us to die. I'm like, no, quite the fucking opposite. It's insane.
Yeah.
And God, Americans are so brain rotted. They're not gonna give up their Christmas, man. I'm so worried about this Christmas shit because, like, even my girlfriend to an extent was like earlier in the year when we didn't know how bad it was going to be at this point, she was like, I hope that we get to go for Christmas. And I was like, if there's even like a little bit of cases, I don't want to fucking go. Like, I don't want to take that risk. And she's like, oh, but it's Christmas. And of course, as the cases went up, she was like, oh yeah, we're definitely not going. I mean, like, but even her, like someone who's really smart and like knows what's going on, even she has that feeling of like, oh, we can't skip Christmas. So imagine all these like idiots who are just like, they don't care. They'll kill your whole fucking family. They'll infect your grandma. They'll infect your fucking dog, your babysitter, everybody. They'll kill everybody. Imagine them. They're not giving up Christmas. We're fucked.
Yeah, for real. And not only that, fuck, I literally forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, Thanksgiving, people fucking want it. People want to have it, Oh yeah, what I was going to say was that, people, they're, especially like older people, they're starting to feel like the loneliness, I guess, like they're going insane essentially, right? Because of how long we've been in lockdown, Caleb. I know you spent many days inside. Do you even know what grass feels like betwixt your toes?
The last time I stepped in grass, unironically, was probably March. So no, I don't remember.
We got some comments.
I have only left my house like probably 30 times, like in the past 12 months, no joke, or I guess 11 months. And in those 30 times, like I've stayed in my car a majority of them. So like literally though, like I have not, like people think I'm being hyperbolic, but I quite literally have not left the house in almost a year. It's crazy. It's a really different way of living.
You have a nice, moderate glow tan going on.
I am so unhealthy right now, man. It's insane. Like I don't do any exercise. I've started doing squats and sit-ups and stuff.
Bro, that's why you gotta take.
I'm worried about my like heart health,
Vitamin D3.
I do need to take some fucking vitamin D. I've been taking a multivitamin and a fucking fish oil for my heart.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm worried about my health, man.
That's good. I've also became health conscious. I got a lot of supplements over here. That's if you ever see these pill bottles. Those are my supplements.
I support your fucking journey, man. I'm gonna read a couple of comments before we move on to the next topic, though. Wicked Lemon, thanks for joining us. He says, "I think my turkey Jesus." Yeah, that's right, man. When you live in a Southern Baptist family, anyone who lives in one will know this. Every holiday is dedicated to Jesus. It does not matter what the actual holiday is about. It at the end of the day, it's about celebrating Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
Our Lord and
Veterans
Savior.
Day.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah. Veterans Day. We thank the Lord for
Mother's
giving
Day.
the veterans
Thank
the
you.
strength
Amen.
to protect us. Yes. And on Mother's Day, we thank the Lord for giving the mothers the strength to
New Year's.
protect us
Thank
as well.
you for the Lord for allowing the year to pass.
Yes, exactly. Of course, yes. Yes, amen. Very true.
Thank you for allowing
Grunt980
time to
says,
flow.
for a while, my dad wouldn't even wear a seatbelt because the government told him to. So true. I had this conversation with someone the other day who was making the argument against masks and saying, like, oh, I'm supposed to, protect you, or like the government. I should have the. They were talking about crashing on a motorcycle, and I mentioned like, oh, it's also illegal to not wear a helmet on a motorcycle. Like, do you disagree with that? And they're like, of course I do. You should have the right to splatter your brain on the fucking concrete.
You should have the right to kill yourself.
But they lack the critical information or the fucking critical knowledge to realize, like, what dumbass who wasn't misinformed would ever choose not to wear a helmet on a motorcycle, right? Like, I see the seatbelt thing is the same way. People are like, oh, I shouldn't. The government, like, of course I would wear a seatbelt.
Dude,
but the
that's so true. You make such a good point because, like, people, like, the excuses that they wear for not wearing a helmet is like, I don't like wearing a helmet. It kind of hurts my head, like.
Right, yeah. Literally. They want to splatter their fucking brains on the ground, man. It's crazy. You know what I say, man? As long as you're an organ donor, ride your wave, bro.
Are you an organ donor?
Ride your fucking wave. Of course I'm an organ donor. I have empathy for humans. Everyone in here, if you're not an organ donor, like, I forgive you. It's fine. But you need to change that shit next time you get your shit updated, man. It's fucked up not to be an organ donor. There's no reason not to be. When you die, your organs are useless to you. You have transcended this mortal realm, okay? Let someone who's still with us use them.
I can't wait to donate my cock to someone who really needs it.
Scientific research. Like, wow, this is such a large... This is a uniquely large cock.
With the right amount of, like, the perfect curvature, you can get the Da Vinci sequence, pull that shit out on the curvature of my cock. Like,
you're
it's
like
beautiful.
Your dead body is like open on the table, and they're holding like rulers up to your cock, and they're like the
it's perfect.
Background's like they're like writing it down. He's like, I gotta write this shit down. I can imagine that.
The perfect amount of foreskin, the perfect amount of curvature.
What do you want people to remember about you when you die? Like, if you could control the narrative, like post death.
That was like the most funniest guy ever.
You're the funniest guy ever.
Like the funniest
you want
guy.
That to be your legacy?
Like so fucking like Michael Scott from The Office, legendary. That's all I ask.
That's funny that's the person you do. I think I can appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I think you're a funny guy. If you died, I would definitely I would tell people like, oh, he's my friend. That he was a funny guy and I miss him. He was my podcast co-host. I'd probably say that about you. I don't know what I want people to think about me. I guess I don't care that much because I'll be dead.
Yeah.
Right. But like when my friends think about me after I'm dead, right? Assuming I hope that I'm the last person to die. But anyway, if I am not, I hope my friends remember me as like,
damn,
I don't know, compassionate.
That would suck because none of your friends would go to your funeral.
No, I don't want any of my friends to go to my funeral, man. Like that's the thing. Because that's what I always say. Your death is not something that happens to you. It's something that happens to everyone else. So honestly, the nicest thing you can do for your friends is be extremely healthy and make sure that they die first. Because then they don't have to experience
give them like death. Fast food. You give them like like
cocaine. Yeah.
Here's some meth, bro. Try this shit out.
Yeah, like as soon as my heart like starts failing, I'm like, yo, David, have you tried this heroin?
Yo, bro, have you tried meth?
Check this shit out, man. It feels good as fuck.
Yeah.
Grunt980 says, every time I watch a comedy, I'll be like, that was funny, but it's no David from the Litz podcast.
Yeah,
so fucking true, man.
Bro, dude, that's what my legacy, dude. A comedian. I'd be fucking cool, but hey, I don't got time or money for that type of shit.
Dude, we should try. I've been thinking lately, David. Like, I want to do some comedy stuff too. Like, I really love watching stand up, and I feel like it's fun. And I feel like I'm a funny guy naturally, but I've never done any like.
I'm not like I'm not like a planned funny guy, you know?
Yeah.
I'm an unplanned funny guy.
But that's the thing with like when you're just a witty guy and like you make all your jokes. in the moment. Like, it is funny, don't get me wrong, and you're
Mm.
funny. But there are also moments when like nothing's happening, like the conversation's kind of dying off, and then like as a riffer, I have nothing to go off of, and like I'm sure you've run into the same problem. Like you're trying to be funny, but like the conversation is not really that funny, and it's hard to be funny.
And you
But if
throw
you're
a
like
Baba
a
Booey.
yeah, exactly. You have to start reaching for shit, bro. But I'm not trying. I'm not trying to reach. I'm trying to just leisurely pluck one of my bits out, my practiced bits.
Yeah.
Do some
I'm very
Auntie Donna type shit.
situational.
I haven't seen it yet.
Very situational funny. I feel like I get the timings right. You know, there's a like once you get the perfect timing. I don't know if anyone's ever watched the anime Demon Slayer, but like the main character when he's like fucking slicing his blade, like he can see the fucking line of like how he needs to fucking strike his blade, blade, and that's the same. That's the same way I see it when I'm about to hit the fucking perfect timing on a joke. The fucking line, I can see the line.
That's the secret, man. That's why guys like Louis C.K. or whatever, pre-raping women. That's why guys like him are just like insane because their jokes aren't even that good. It's just the delivery is like, I mean, they are great jokes, but the delivery is what sells it.
Yeah.
But yeah, stay tuned in. We should release it if we ever do any written stuff. We'll probably do like our early stuff and release it on Patreon because it'll probably be bad.
Yeah, it'll be
so
like
if you
really
want to see
shitty.
our worst comedy ever before we release the real funny stuff to the actual like everyone, make sure to subscribe to us on Patreon.
Get some early access. Might even get like the original Google Doc that we might be using. Who knows? But
that's a good idea. We should release that up.
But yeah,
anyway.
let's get into the next topic.
Let's move on.
More COVID.
Yeah. I was gonna add this to the COVID discussion actually earlier. I forgot to say it, but
we can add it now. I stopped the recording, but we had to splice that shit together. But anyway, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. But yeah, Chuck Grassley, 87-year-old president pro tempore of the Senate, has come down with COVID. Bad news. The
oh
guy
my God, 87? Bro, this guy is over. It is game over on this guy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I mean, like, I shed no tears for him at all, but it could potentially be a big deal if he dies, of course, because he's very high up the chain of command. Like, if Trump were to die, and also Pence were to die, and also the Speaker of the House were to die,
my mailman would be the president.
Right, he would be the president. So he's fourth in line. That's not that bad.
I bet he's like, I'm 4 heartbeats away from the presidency.
Literally, he's 87. He's like, my whole career I've been working towards the presidency. It's just 4 measly bullets, and that would be it. Can you assassinate the person above you in the line of succession to take over their spot?
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure that's like an actual strat in fucking CK3.
Yeah, just kill your father so you can inherit the presidency or whatever.
God, yeah. God, that's the weirdest shit ever. Like when Mike Pence said, "Jesus put me 1 heartbeat away from the presidency." Like what a weird thing to say.
That is really weird.
About your fucking like your bro. He's your bro, man.
Yeah, your partner.
He's literally your
partner.
Who
else has COVID though? Speaking of his friend here, you know who else has COVID?
Who?
His son, Donald Jr. has COVID. And bro, he released this picture. I wish we had.
Ugly fucking mug, bro.
He's so ugly, dude.
God,
like
not mean to. Let's get all the body shaming out. Like, God, this guy is so fucking ugly. Like, without a beard, he would look fucking hideous. He needs to crawl back into the cave he walked out of, man.
That's the thing. It's like it's not even his physical appearance that makes him ugly. It's like the way he carries himself. Like, it doesn't match what he looks like. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, you could be like the ugliest person. You could have like fucking deformities all over, and you're still not as ugly as this guy because it's just the way he carries himself.
Yeah,
that's what it is. And like, and he released a picture of himself post COVID, dude, of him just dripping and like looking terrible. He looks so bad, and all I could think of is just fucking. Never mind. You're right. I can't say much more, but you know what I mean, right? Like, fuck that guy. I just don't like that guy. That's all I'll say. Anyway, it gets dicey, the terms of service. I can only say certain things, but I don't like that guy. Suffice it to say. So yeah, hopefully Don Jr.
Mm.
has a swift run in with COVID. Hopefully,
Also would look pretty interesting. Just kind of interesting if like what would it look like if he would on a ventilator. I'm really curious.
Right, I can't imagine a man of his
like
age.
I wonder what that looks like.
Yeah, I can't imagine what it would be like for someone like him to be ventilated and on death's door.
It'd be kind of interesting to see.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Eventful for sure.
Yeah, fine. Okay, COVID stuff might be over. Who knows? We might have another thing on COVID. It might drop in, of course.
I think that's it.
But of course, Joe Biden, Caleb, won Georgia for the 5th time this week.
Dude, I swear, I'm getting so tired. Every single day I wake up, the top thread on Reddit is always, Joe Biden has won this state. And I'm like, did I fucking go back in time? Like, did I forget that he already won this shit?
Bro.
Literally, every single day, they're just telling me that he won the same state. It's always Georgia. I guess because Georgia was, like, so close, right? But they did, like, a couple recounts or whatever.
Yeah,
so
and this
annoying,
is also
man.
pretty fucking fresh-ass news. The Donnie Trump requested a 3rd Georgia recount.
I think I saw something. Yeah, this is pretty fresh, so we don't know what exactly is going to happen. But I saw something along the lines of it probably won't even go through because like they have no evidence, like a reason to recount. Like there's certain rules on when you can do a recount.
Like these poll workers are fucking slaving away, hand counting these Georgia votes, and then they hear a 3rd time. They're like, no. Nah,
gunshot in the distance. in the distance, this guy's just counting fucking votes. He draws his service pistol that they give to every member
for
of the
a poll
government.
worker.
Every poll worker has a service pistol.
Just in case if they wanted to fucking a quick way out. God damn, but
if they have to fight their way out through the crowds of people shouting, "Stop the vote!
Stop the vote! Start the vote! Keep counting!"
So surreal. I don't know if we talked about this, but those videos side by side of one group of people in one state saying "Stop the vote" and another people saying "Count the votes." Like the state, they're going.
It depends what state you're in. If you're in like Georgia. Stop counting.
Depends who's winning at the time.
Yeah. If Trump's losing, stop. No more.
Fuck. That's so funny, man.
Yeah, but of course.
Yeah, so he requested the 3rd Georgia recount, but yeah, probably not going to go through. Or even if it does, though, I mean, he won. It's like it doesn't matter because there's no
path to victory.
Right, exactly. That's the fancy word that they say on TV. There's no path to victory. There's no combination of states that Trump can get to win at this point. It's over.
It's over.
There's no challenging it. So, I mean, stop. Like, if you're out there and you're for some reason invested in this, which you shouldn't be, but if you are for some reason, stop worrying. It's over. Barring a fucking coup or an assassination, Biden is going to be president in January. So you can stop fucking upvoting the threads on Reddit. I'm looking at you, Left in the South members. I know you guys are all sitting in here looking at Reddit. You're not doing anything. You don't have.
I know you're looking at Reddit right now.
Exactly, because if you had a job, you'd be subscribed to me on Patreon.
Exactly.
We all lost our jobs
for
COVID.
Only $2.
I know your struggle. It's fine. I'm not classist. You're a comrade. You can watch for free, but on
YouTube and live.
The COVID
crazy. Stop that shit.
Yeah.
But of course, that's recount news, fucking election news. For some reason, still happening. Fucking what? We're like multiple weeks away, from election day,
and we're third. Wasn't it the 3rd?
Yeah, like and it's still going on. Surprisingly.
Yeah, and some countries at first on the first day, a lot of countries decided to hold their congratulations. It's pretty standard for other countries to call the victor and congratulate them on their victory. Since the U.S. is such a top of the fucking line country, whatever.
They all bend the knee to the United States.
Exactly. Xi will give a call to
they kiss
Trump
the
and
ring.
Say, oh, congratulations! Right.
Oh, Caleb dropped out. But of course, they all bend the knee to the United States. They fucking kiss our ring, the United States fucking ring. Go ahead. I know you were saying something before you got
exactly. They kiss our rings, but one leader is refusing to bow. He's breaking the fucking deal, and that is Comrade Vladimir Putin. He is refusing to recognize Biden as president, citing the uncertainty with the election, which there is none at this point, of course, like we just said.
Yeah.
But as we talked about on the show, Putin is planning on stepping down soon anyway. So I don't know how important that actually is. I guess like for Russian people that look up to Putin, which is surprisingly a large amount of them, they probably, don't care much about who the president is, or they'll probably be, they probably will be pro Trump or whatever, but they don't actually care because they're just regular Russian people. It doesn't matter to them. But yeah, Putin and Trump are good buddies. We know because Trump does things that Putin likes. Not a surprise.
He knows exactly how to caress him. All the right
exactly.
places.
Yeah, he likes how he likes to be fondled. Yeah. I thought I had some shit on my finger, but I just look sickly in the camera. It's
but
fine,
of course, not ready to recognize Biden as the obvious president who won the election.
Who cares? Boring. Yeah. Putin is such a boring guy, even though he's like a disgusting person. He like assassinates people 24/7, whatever. But to me, he's just like so boring because when you have Trump as president, like all the quiet stuff gets said out loud. Like I'm almost bored by Putin assassinating journalists and stuff, like because he's not tweeting about it. It's just something that happens behind the scene. Like somebody gets plutonium poisoning, and I'm just like, oh, that's kind of fucked up. But like, where's the tweet? Right. Where's
the twit longer?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, despicable human. Hopefully he.
And of course, with all this election shit, right? A lot of election stuff going on. Trump, he has fucking created the Marvel's version of the Avengers with his own lawyer team, bro. And one of the front runners of this fucking Endgame Avengers style legal team, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Rudy Giuliani,
the god,
who allegedly almost had sex with someone who he thought was underage.
Allegedly.
On that Boro, was it Borat?
On
right?
that, no, it's Boro. You're right. It's Boro. Yeah, on that Boro show.
On that Boro show, that movie.
He was pictured attempting allegedly to have sex with an underage
fixing
girl.
his pants.
We're doing air quotes, by the way, for our audio only listeners and for any lawyers listening to this. Yeah. Air quotes are legally binding, by the way. I think I should point that out in case you missed that day of law school.
But I have a funny clip to show from this legals team press conference that they had that I would like to show our people here. So of course, if you're always wondering how can you see this live and watch the video with us, just go to youtube.com left in the south.
I'm gonna cut all of this out, by the way.
Yeah.
So.
Just go to youtube.com left in the south, baby.
Yeah.
But the man, the myth, Rudy. Wait. You're maybe wondering why does it not have audio?
Don't worry, guys.
The man, the myth, Rudy.
The audio listeners.
The 50 to 60 witnesses we have for the way they were treated and not allowed to inspect the ballots. Probably the closest they got is from here up to the back of that room. We could do like a...
I'm so sorry.
Did you all watch My Cousin Vinny? You know the movie? It's one of my favorite
Here we go. We got...
Because he comes from Brooklyn. And
Rudy
the
Giuliani
nice lady
here.
Who said she saw...
Sweating up a storm.
Then he says to her, how many fingers do I got up? And she says, 3. Well, she was too far away to see it was only 2. These people were further away than my cousin Vinny was from the witness.
Oh my God. He's stroking out right now. What is he saying?
Can they hear us on the stream? I guess not.
This is like their tech team talking right now, like behind the live stream, like the fucking IT boys who set up the fucking the equipment for them to live stream this shit.
I think so, but that's
on Twitch.
Oh my God, that's what that was.
And Rudy's hair dye dripping down his face.
I never understood that the background shit was people making fun of him for. That's crazy from his production team.
Yeah. The fucking IT boys in the back fucking clowning on fucking Booty Giuliani. But yeah, I just wanted to show like this man had his fucking hair dye dripping, drip. down his fucking goblin ass face.
Dude, every mic is a hot mic. How are you still making this mistake as a fucking professional videographer, so to speak? I don't know.
Oh shit, is
So
this
funny,
on?
dude. Yeah. Every single event I've
Oh,
ever
man.
been to, like with announcer type people,
Mm.
tech people, always there's an incident like this where they just forget that they're wearing a fucking mic and they just say like some weird shit.
They're
or
like,
some,
my nutsack itches.
Right, yeah.
And you
they're
like hear
dude,
it like a fucking boom through the fucking basketball
Yeah.
fucking stadium.
Yeah, there was in fucking I don't remember where it was, maybe Georgia or whatever, one of the Counter-Strike majors I went to. They had a couple hot mic incidents. Like it's usually swearing, and I think there was a big one too where the guy's like he was like, "Oh fuck me," and like they cut off his mic, and he just like said that right at the end. It was so funny, and every time people in the audience would always fucking laugh every time that happened. So funny. I think to me, like growing up in this world with tech, David, doing a podcast and like having my camera on like this all the time has made me so paranoid about having this shit on. Like not just mics, like anytime I do anything on my computer, like I'm not even like jerking off or anything, bro. I'm just sitting here chilling.
Speak for
like,
yourself, bro.
Exactly. Like
I'm
just sitting here.
like I'm standing up, fucking a dick out, literally coming on the webcam.
This is David beating off.
Literally
Right
into the webcam.
Literally, dude. It's so fucking funny. But I'm always checking. Like, I'm always like, I always have this shit down so no one can see me. And like,
Dude,
I have my mic
I'm not
unplugged and
ashamed,
shit.
man. I'm not ashamed.
I'm not ashamed.
Like-
I just don't like
Like
people
I'm
watching me. It makes
beating
me
my
anxious.
off, like looking into the webcam, dude.
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
Like, you know,
Making
hey,
eye
if the
contact.
government ever wants to, like, you know, the fucking left and the south blows up and they want us to take it down, you know, just send me a couple of fucking emails, you know, some pictures of me fucking beating my meat, looking directly into my webcam. They're like, we're gonna leak this and send this all to all your family members and friends. If you don't stop the podcast.
I just be like, that's hot. Fuck it. Send it.
Pog.
Send it.
Free advertising, baby.
Do you think if you ever saw someone's cock, like you would just suddenly stop being like the sexuality that you are right now?
What do you mean? Like if I saw some
Like if I just unsheathed my cock right
Mm.
now on stream, do you think that you would like start liking cock?
Bro, I already like cock.
Oh, okay. But like if you didn't already like cock though.
Would I stop liking cock or continue
No, would
to
you
like
start would you gain a new appreciation for cock if you looked at my cock?
cock? Your cock specifically.
Any cock. Any fucking
Any cock. I mean,
Yeah.
bro, I mean, in my opinion, the best fucking type of porn out there is fucking
Are you looking it up right now? You gonna show it on the stream?
yeah, I was literally fucking pulling it up, man. Dude, I just love cock. That's like big, fat, old,
watch-
veiny cock.
But do you watch like straight porn? Okay, because like I'm bi, right? But like any porn I watch anything, right? Like I don't watch.
I mean,
I
I
don't,
just
like,
watch where
specifically
like I'm
search
like,
for
you know, like page 100 of Pornhub, like still trying to find a video.
Exactly. Some people say that like they can't watch straight porn because they don't like seeing people's cocks. That's always made me.
Bro, I was like
wonder.
watching a porn even last night of like it was like a gangbang or something, and like and the fucking guy is like getting inside the fucking girl's asshole, right? And the
Right?
and like there's never a good fucking angle for a gangbang, bro. Like you like mid frame, bro. Like
had this
center frame. They had this guy's fucking asshole and balls.
Bro, what is it with that porn
cheek.
angle? That is the worst porn angle.
And
okay.
the funniest part is the guy who's fucking her vagina. You can literally see him get soft because this guy's like over him, like he has the ass in his face. Oh my god!
What is it with this fucking porn angle? They always do it like this, right? Like it's straight porn for guys to watch. I guess women too, but it's straight porn. Like people are watching who are into like fucking women, obviously. That's like the main demographic. And then the porn director's like, bro, I got a great idea for a camera angle. What if the guy's plowing the girl from behind, right?
And you can
And
see
then we
his
got the camera.
asshole.
It's right up under here, like in this
You
area.
can see his taint, his
just-
fucking
right, yeah,
gooch.
You can see what he ate for breakfast that morning, bro. That's literally their goal. It's insane.
Yeah, man. It was.
I don't know.
It's an interesting angle, like, you know, getting a gangbang, like, it's really hard. You have to, like, really fucking get in there for the angs. Like,
Yeah.
like
You ever
there's a
done a
definite
gangbang?
splash zone.
Oh yeah. Wear a fucking wetsuit. I've never done one, but I'm down, bro. Any Left in the South fans? If you get tested, I'm down actually.
Yeah, Left in the South.
Yeah.
Actually, my
I want people to just
Pornhub
run a
handle-
train on me, bro.
Yeah,
What's
my
your Pornhub
Pornhub handle is Daddy Podcast. Podcast Daddy.
Pod Dad.
Podcast
No,
Daddy.
Dad Pod. And it's
Dad
like
bod.
Dad Bod.
Damn.
Yeah, there you go. Dad Pod.
And it's like our regular podcast, like the live shit, but except there's no face cam, but a fucking cock cam. You can see I'm actually beating off the entire time during the podcast.
Have you ever beat off like during? I don't know why there's so much masturbation right now, but I just have a
We're
question.
just getting it
Have you
all.
ever-
We're like the views on the live
Yeah.
stream. They're fucking sinking. They're fucking sinking.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Have
we're
you ever
having fun,
jerked
yeah.
off in class before?
No.
No, I haven't either.
How
People
do
on
you get
Reddit say
away
this
with
shit.
that shit?
How do you not
Bro,
only get away
I
with it,
do
but, like-
know someone who's beat his meat in class though.
Really?
Florida's
so
a weird ass
fucking
fucking
weird.
place, bro.
It is weird, but I've heard like songs, like in songs on television shows, people talk about this idea of people jerking off in class. I've never once met a single person.
Wait, in
that's ever done it.
songs?
Like yeah, like in Eminem fucking bullshit. I don't know. I think there's an Eminem song where he mentions it. In Breaking Bad, the main character tells Jesse like, "Oh, you didn't do anything in my class besides you jerk off." And I guess it's a metaphor.
I
but,
think
like,
he means jerk off as in like do
I don't
fucking
know,
nothing.
man.
It's like
the
you
way
did
that
both.
he said it. Whatever. I'm not convinced. I think like if you get caught, like the risk reward, like if you're into that shit, that must be like the best orgasm ever, bro. Because like if you get caught, you're going straight to fucking prison too. 'Cause,
Dude,
like,
what
you
if
just
what if
beating
you
your
like you're
meat in the back
mid,
of a
you're
room?
like about to come and like the teacher's walking
Yeah.
up on you, like about to catch you, like do you just finish, dude?
yeah,
you
like
just-
obviously
You just splooge?
maintain eye contact. I mean, you
God.
have no choice. I mean, you're going to jail either way. You
What
might
were we
as well
talking about,
enjoy
bro? Rudy
it. I don't even
Giuliani?
remember. Yeah.
God, how
Something
did
like
that
that.
happen?
Sorry, let's move on from masturbation. We'll get our next questions in next week. Like to do a survey every once in a while. Grunt says absolutely not to my gangbang scenario. It's a shame, man. I think you'd enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Fucking, but let's get on to this next topic here. So, in other news, in other fucking topics that are going on in this dimension, dimension C32, right? Fucking
C12.
C12.
Yeah.
We
C12.
have there was a survey conducted where 34% of people said they were happy about Trump's loss, and 25 people who said they were happy about Biden's victory.
Yeah. This is a great survey, David. I added this because I think it points out a great thing that we've been talking about so much. This idea that people who are voting Democrats, they're not voting for the Democrat, they're voting against the president,
Against the
other guy.
Republican.
Right, and I think that this is a great example of this. If you don't know what I mean by that, take a look at this survey by Monmouth, right? Okay, so they got 34% of people saying that responded to the survey said they're happy objectively about Trump losing, right? And then those same people, only 25% of them said that they're happy about Biden winning. So notice that there's like a 10% difference between people who are happy Trump won and happy Biden won. Like they're not mutually exclusive. People are happy that Trump lost, but they don't much care who he lost to. They just wanted him to lose. Period.
So that means there were like what? 59% of people who were against Trump.
Right. Yeah.
Like but like
On that specific part. Yeah. Exactly. And I think that like we don't have to stick on it too long, but I just want I think it illustrates like a great point that the way that Democrats need to succeed, in my opinion, in the future, is by running people who people are actually excited, right?
Yeah.
Because they've run to the extreme this strategy of just like we're better than the Republicans and that's it. Like that strategy is coming to an end and it's not going to work much longer anymore. And arguably it's already not working because of 2016 as an example. But I think even more so now, considering the fact that Trump is one of the most historically hated presidents of all time, and even still Biden barely squeaked out a win. I mean, that's a great piece of evidence that strategy is not going to work.
I mean, like, you know, Biden basically campaigned on, you know, no Trump.
Yeah.
Like, we need to get rid of him.
Remember the Obama years? I'll take you back, Jack.
Let me take you back to normalcy.
I can't do a great Biden impression. I wish I could.
Yeah, not.
You just
yeah,
have to like start.
We'll get better, you know, as Biden's term goes along.
Because my Trump impression really improved over the years, didn't it?
Yeah.
It just ends up sounding like
bigly
terrible.
Yeah. It's I'm not a impressionist, you know. I'm fucking really bad with that shit. But yeah,
for sure.
It's honestly, you know, but it's fucking what is fucking hilarious though is that, you know, Trump is added to the very tiny list of incumbent presidents who are one-term presidents. Like, you know, the term like one-term president, it's like you're a one-pump chump, you know. You're like you only got 4 years, bro.
Yeah, because your advantage, like losing as an incumbent president, is the biggest fucking fail.
I think there's like three other like one-term presidents.
It didn't one of them like end up winning non-consecutively as well? So he actually did serve 2 terms. He just didn't serve them back to back. So I mean, like even he won better. Which I mean, I guess fuck, man. 2024 is not here yet. But
yeah.
Because I did see that Trump was planning on announcing his 2024 campaign as soon as Biden is confirmed president. So whatever that means to him, right? Like as soon as he accepts.
As soon as the coup finally like really can't happen anymore.
Yeah.
Then
he's gonna be like, all right, I'm running in 2024.
I'm running in.
See my Biden impression. I mean my Trump impression.
Let's take America back. That's gonna be his new slogan.
Yeah, we've talked a lot on this show about 2024 and like how there's potentially going to be someone worse than Trump, but we haven't really considered much the possibility that maybe it'll just be Trump again. Like,
Trump
I mean, it's not
too,
impossible.
but worse. Yeah,
and if
I don't think Trump is really going to survive these next 4 years. To be honest,
that's what I was thinking.
Like,
right? Because like he's already
a very
on the
wanted
edge.
man in certain countries.
Yeah. Not only that, but I mean, he has dementia. I mean, it's a fact. Like, I'm not like you can look at me.
Honestly,
and
like he's worn down too. Like,
yeah,
I feel like he doesn't even want to do it.
He never wanted to do it. It was always a joke. He fucking got lucky.
Like he was surprised. He was like,
place.
I won?
Of course he was, dude. His life got turned upside down in 2016. He hates being president. Why wouldn't he? He's rich as fuck. He's
I mean, like, it's clear that he fucking hates being the president because he didn't want to, like, do anything with this corona shit. He was totally already checked out. And, like, his last fucking days as having the title of United States president, he's fucking, you know, taking those last days and he's taking one last trip to the golf course.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, if anything, by the way, if you're a narcissistic fuck like Trump or even like Obama, for instance, like you should long for a pandemic because during times like this, you're uniquely able to cement your legacy as like a great hero.
The best president.
Yeah. Imagine if Trump actually had like any semblance of like empathy or even just strategy, even if he hated everyone, but he just had a political mind. He could have gone down as like the best president in history if he just dealt with Corona in a good way. Like almost like even I would have probably been like,
yeah, it's weird how he
did it. It doesn't excuse the things he's done, but like no president would have done this. I mean, so he would have instantly become a great president. That's all he would have had to do.
I think the reason why there was no national mandate from Mr. Trump due to Corona shit is because he fucking loves businesses, bro. Why would he put restrictions on businesses to make less money? Like, you know, Trump's like his whole thing's like, I'm the economy guy. I know business, right? Like his precious stocks, bro. Like how could he do that to them?
Yeah,
maybe he's like, you know, we'll leave it up to the states. You know, we'll see what they do.
Right, push it off on someone else. He's
Yeah.
the ultimate like stupid man's genius because it seems like he's wealthy and successful, but he doesn't understand basic economics. Because like even the most ghoulish fucking economists who work in the government, even they are saying like you need to do a stimulus. You have to because we have no choice. Like it's the writing is on the wall. You shouldn't even need to talk to an
Yeah,
economist. to
literally,
understand.
the stimulus, like as soon as everyone got that fucking check, the economy fucking
Right, yeah, exactly.
went-
It's
sailed.
it's crazy. And like there's a lot of like naysaying by conservatives and like among conservatives, especially like pundits and politicians that say like, oh, government stimulus is bad or whatever. But the jury is out among economists on that. Like stimulating the economy works. And like this new Keynesian economic way of just printing money and injecting money, like it works. And if you want to live in capitalism, you have to do it because capitalism sucks cock and it fucking blows dick and it'll just murder all the poor people in the country once a generation unless you do things like this because it's built to do that. That's what capitalism does.
I think what's going to be interesting as well. Sorry, I'll let you continue. I just
No, go
wanna,
ahead.
I want to get this in before I forget about it. Is that like Joe Biden will be the second United States president ever to provide a stimulus check, like a stimulus this fucking huge, and does that set a president?
No, it doesn't. And the Democrats have done.
Will they do it again?
Job. No, the Democrats have done a great job making sure that it's not going to set a precedent as well, because it's up to them to show like.
Okay.
It's up to them to show like what they need to do to get the economy back on track. You know what I mean? And the Democrats have done a lot to make sure that people know, like, oh, we're not going to do this in the future. We're not going to extend a stimulus check to you. We're not going to do any of that. And if they allow people to realize that it's possible, then they'll be forced to do it in the future as well. So as far as your question of like, did they set a precedent? No, I don't think they did. I think that the Republicans are going to do their best to keep demonizing this, and the Democrats are just going to play into their hand because they always do. You know what I mean? Yeah. Exactly. It's okay. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have much more to add on that. I think that like the thing to realize from it, David, and like your question is so great, and like average people should be asking that question all the time. Like, why can't we have this? Why can't the Democrats do this for us? We stand to see what's going to happen, and this really segues great into another topic I wanted to talk about, and it's Joe Biden's call on the Senate and Congress in general to forgive student loan debts. And I hope that this isn't the case, but it seems to me that he really is setting up to be another fucking lame duck president, just like Obama, who uses his position, like his position in the government, not having control of Congress, as an excuse not to do anything. And because with the debt, Biden can sign an executive order to forgive all federal debt. He does not need Congress to do that. If he has the balls to do it and the political clout to do it, which he does, then he can do it. There's nothing stopping him. So if he chooses not to, people like you and me and other leftists and stuff need to make sure that Democrats know,
like why
they're choosing not to do this.
Yes,
this is a choice that they're making.
It's very weird, like, and it's very interesting to think about, like, the entirety of the student debt can just be fucking Thanos snapped away in an instant.
All the federal student debt, but not private. But they could, they would need the Congress to forgive the private debt. But federal debt makes up most of it, though, of course. So yeah, I mean, David's right. They can wave it all away.
And
I mean,
like, how insane would that be for like literally just millions of people, like, not having to worry about that fucking debt that just never goes away ever.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking like over $1 trillion of debt. So yeah,
very fucking. But I don't know if you said this about like, what is the current situation with the Joe Biden administration? I feel like I've heard 50K. I feel like I've heard 10K. I feel like I've heard 5K.
It's. I think his official thing is like 10K for everyone, but then like government people can make like 10K a year for so many years or something, and then like it's kind of like a shittier version of what we already had of the federal forgiveness program where public servants could have their debt forgiven after 10 years. I think it's very similar to that, a very means tested thing that a lot of people either A, won't qualify for, or B, it just won't have a substantial effect because their principal is so high that 10,000 doesn't really do anything. I mean, what's $10,000 when you owe 85 grand? You know what I mean? Like, okay, cool. Now I owe 75K on a 60K loan that I took out 10 years ago. It's like, wow. And I've already paid 22K, all of it towards interest. It doesn't change your life really in any meaningful way. You still owe a ton of money. So
I mean, there's other people though with lower
sure.
amounts of debt though that will actually help.
Well, I don't want it to seem like on this show that we're saying that this is a bad thing. It's not that it's a bad thing. It's just that he has the power to do.
It's not enough.
More. Yes, exactly. And
it can be more for free.
It's just releasing a little bit of pressure off of people that have a ton of student loan debt, but not actually removing the burden. It just makes it where they can survive. But like, I'm not looking to fucking survive here. I'm looking to thrive. You know what I mean? Like survive. Like I got that shit down. I can survive. You know what I mean? Like I can live cheap as fuck and live in poverty. I don't want that shit. We shouldn't have to live in poverty. That's fucked up. You know, hot take, I know, but poverty kind of fucking sucks. So
whoa. Crazy fucking takes on the Left and the South podcast. But you know, it's but we'll see what Joe Biden does. We'll see what he fucking does.
Yeah.
Will it
I don't
be
want
enough?
to preemptively shit on him. I mean, hopefully
will it be
he's
enough?
A good
Will it be enough?
And I wanted to say too, like Epoch Philosophy came in here last week and mentioned this exact thing about how like he was very disappointed to see Biden not win Congress. Basically like losing ground in the House and not gaining control of the Senate. Our friend Epoch Philosophy, who you should go check out by the way on YouTube, he mentioned YouTube like channel. That's very disappointing because now Biden isn't going to be able to pass legislation as readily. But I think that it actually has a potential to be both good and bad because on one hand, he can use that as an excuse like Obama did in his early days of his presidency, using as an excuse saying, oh, the Republicans are obstructing me. And Biden can use that as a way to not really try that hard. However, I think that people are kind of wise to that now. Like back in the Obama days, like a lot of people like us, maybe not necessarily communists or leftists or whatever, but they're like leaning left. They realize that Obama didn't really do enough. Like they might still like the guy and look up to him, but they understand now, I think, most of them, that he should have done more. And they're not going to accept Biden doing the same thing. I hope. I could be totally wrong about this, and I could be really sad in about 2 years, but I feel that in the air. And I could just be in a bubble. I'm totally open to that being true, and I could be totally wrong, but I really think times are a little bit different now.
Yeah, I just worry about, as we said before, like people not having the same amount of energy because it's Biden, and the libs they're satisfied with just Biden. Yeah, but hopefully that's not the case.
Wicked Limit says, "Wait, poverty sucks." I know, right? You really come to Left in the South for the hot fucking takes, man.
The hottest fucking takes.
Yeah, David, by the way, big news. Happy 57th anniversary of JFK's assassination.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's been 57 God-given years since our boy was taken from us too early.
The CIA sends their sincerest, allegedly. Deepest.
Is it even like, can you slander the CIA? Yeah, the CIA sends their fucking regards, man.
Yeah.
Crazy. But yeah, I mean, nothing to say about that. Who cares? I don't even really know that much about
dead
JFK,
president, bro. He's fucking dead, bro. Who cares? Fucking nobody.
I guess doing the space race was pretty cool, but I mean, it wasn't that cool. I mean, let's be honest. It was okay.
But on to fucking monumental fucking news. Caleb, as you know, the national treasure, a national treasure has fallen today. Has fucking similar, I would even say this is as similar as to the Washington monuments, the fucking Pentagon, all the Confederate statues. Such a monumental fall that has happened here, and that what you're asking. Come on, David, stop edging me. I'm gonna fucking lose it. Guitar Center files for bankruptcy.
I'm so sad, man.
Gone.
I'm here. I'm cuddling my guitar. It needs extra love right
Blown
now. We
in the
lost a
wind.
family member.
I mean, who would have thought that such a legendary company could fall to these trying times? Is no one buying guitars?
Seriously, is no one playing fucking
Is no one
Stairway to
playing-
Heaven in the back of a Guitar Center right now?
Is no one playing
on.
fucking Now Here's Wonderwall? Come on now.
Dude, Guitar Center's main business model was getting weird dude bros to like play irrelevant music in the back of the store, like for hours of the day. I don't know if you've ever been to a Guitar Center, but it's always that. It's always a guy that looks like me, but he's way skinnier, and he's just like playing some fucking Stairway or some, Wonderwall's another great one, or just some other fucking bullshit ass song. Man, like 20-year-old shit nobody listens to anymore.
But fucking crazy. It makes me think about like the smaller businesses though that are like that have also fucking just been deleted from this universe.
Yeah. When you keep in mind that most businesses don't survive the first year, like I think it's half. I think half of businesses fail within the first year, or maybe it's 3 years or whatever. And then on top of that, you have COVID going on. Yeah, it's pretty bad. There's a taco place.
Walmart's fucking like hell yeah though. They're like, let's go. Walmart just opened a new guitar section in most Walmarts.
They absorbed the fucking Guitar Center.
like a slime, bro. Fucking.
Dude, that reminds me that Amazon is doing medicine now too. Have you seen that?
They're doing
shit?
Amazon medicine?
Yeah, they're
my
doing
god, bro.
medicine, bro.
I can't wait to go home to my Amazon home. Fucking step into my home using my Amazon door.
Yeah.
Fucking wipe my feet on my Amazon
Alexa,
rug.
unlock the door.
Fucking come inside my Amazon wife.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Yeah, we're sponsored by Amazon, by the way. Make sure to use our referral link.
Make sure to listen to audible.com/left in the South to get some crazy, insane deals on some audiobooks. Caleb, I've been listening to Das Kapital, Volume 1. Honestly, it's a really interesting read. Lots of fucking secrets and fucking Easter eggs hidden within. Very very good.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I don't know, man. There's taco shops down here where I live that I love going to, man. If they close, I'm gonna be so fucking sad. Guitar Center down.
Taco Tuesday,
down.
say goodbye.
Right, man. Fuck, that's so sad.
God, I'm so hungry. I've been fucking airdrop some rations by my papa, and like it smells.
Yeah,
it smells pretty
don't
fucking
worry,
good.
You only have to last a few more minutes. We're almost done. Yeah, I think here on Left in the South, it may seem weird that we're sad. Small businesses are getting deleted, right? But no, we're champions of small business here on Left in the South, and we actually are small business owners ourselves. So, and as the Patreon gets more and more popular, the views on the show may shift more and more to the right. It just depends really on our level of financial success.
It might be starting cold, like right in the north. We might get a little nice area in fucking northern fucking Tennessee, and maybe in
Virginia.
Kentucky. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, and we slowly just migrate our way to one of the coastal cities where we can make tons of money off of you guys.
Yeah.
So make sure to hit us up on Patreon. Yeah.
Holy shit.
I think we got like maybe one more topic here. Do we? Oh,
yes.
Yeah, we have a big one.
One fat, big, juicy, big boy fucking topic here.
Are you ready for your blood to boil, ladies and gentlemen?
Are you ready for this another like Caleb? I don't know how we bring so many fucking banger topics to the podcast. It's unbelievable. But Kyle Rittenhouse, you might be like, where did I hear that name? But it's such
I'm sure no one knows who that is. I'm sure no one's heard of him.
The Kenosha killer is back on the streets, ready to fucking kill again.
Yeah.
Fucking
$2 million. What was it? $2 million.
$2 million bail.
Crowdfunded. You're telling me that we can crowdfund $2 million for this fucking kid to get out of fucking jail for murdering people, but I can't have a $1,200 stimulus check.
Unbelievable.
Just saying.
And apparently a star helped this fucking bailout.
Oh, really?
A Ricky Schroeder.
Ricky Schroeder. Let's look him up. I'm gonna make fun of him.
Was on The Child in Silver Spoons. The child actor.
All right, let's make fun of this guy. Damn, bro, nice fucking hairline. Actually, I don't know. He looks like the kind of guy that cares. He's a child star, dude. He probably has some problems.
I wonder why though. Like,
yeah,
like it's such a weird.
That's
Like, why?
Right. Who is this guy?
Like, who are you, and why are you now? Why are you bailing out that? Like, is
Grew
he
up in
related?
Staten Island.
Is fucking Kyle Rittenhouse related to Ricky Schroeder? Like, is this like his nephew?
No. No, I don't think so. He's just a kid out of money. His parents were like big at AT&T, and he was he was a child actor. His mom like forced him to do shit. The classic fucking Macaulay Culkin character arc. Hopefully he has a redemption arc. I think Macaulay Culkin's kind of on the up now, but like it's this classic formula among like child stars, child actors to just fucking have a monumental uprise and then fucking just like, and then they're probably dead. I think it's like the 27 Club or whatever. Most people die. Yeah, 27.
Damn.
Fucking crazy, man. We're all lucky not to be child stars. We gotta put it that way.
True.
You know. But yeah, I don't know. Kyle,
they get fucking
yeah,
raped.
exactly. Yeah, fucking. Oh my god, who's that guy on Nick that like loves feet and gets all the women to like do feet shit?
George Lopez?
No, not George Lopez. That's fucking funny though.
I don't fucking know, but yeah, it's like those child stars. That's fucking Hollywood is a creepy industry with a lot of creepy old white dudes who just want to get their balls touched.
Yeah, and that apparently love killing protesters. I don't know, man. This Kyle Rittenhouse shit makes my fucking blood boil. But the thing is, though, is like, I don't think that this was ever gonna end differently, and I'm really curious to see like what happens with his trial and stuff. I think people are going to be very upset. Like, it might turn into another, like, George Floyd type situation where there's a lot of protesting.
He gets away with it.
Be. Right, if he gets away with it.
And then he sells his, like, AR on eBay.
People are not going to be satisfied, though, because, like, the framing of it, he's going to be seen as a kid, as a scared
his
kid,
defense,
not just a kid.
Yeah, his defense attorney, like, Kyle Rittenhouse, as you can see, a baby boy simply walked out the womb 1 week ago.
Right.
Like,
he walked out the room and grabbed his AR-15 right, off the assembly line as God intended. Yeah, I don't know, man. What do you think about this? I mean, it's upsetting,
disgusted.
obviously, but yeah, like what would what would be an appropriate sentence for him? I don't know. Like in the justice system, because like I said, no one's gonna be satisfied because no matter what, like even if he does get sentenced, it's not gonna be like. He's not going to prison for 20 years. He's going to prison for maybe a couple of years. He might get like community service or something. He might even get on probation even or something as light as that because of his age and the circumstances surrounding the shooting. So like, but what do you think is appropriate?
Honestly, we should just turn him into a cat girl.
Turn him into a cat girl and put him on house arrest, and he has to be a VR tuber.
Yeah,
that's his fucking punishment. He has to be a VR tuber. He's not allowed to leave the house ever again.
True.
I don't know, man. It's hard to say because like
just put his ass in jail for a couple of years. Yeah. Maybe never allow this man to ever own a gun ever again.
For sure about that. I mean that's just a given. It's hard though because like I'm against the death penalty, obviously. Like I have no doubt that Kyle Rittenhouse would, if anyone deserves the death penalty, it's like probably him, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is like I'm against it in every case because killing people is cringe. But like, what do you do to someone who's like 17? They're young. They've been radicalized to the point where like they are a willing soldier. You know what I mean? Like, what do you do with someone like that? How do you break through to them? Is it moral to just imprison those people?
Yeah, it's because sucks our criticism doesn't really move towards rehabilitation and more just fucking psychological torture.
Yeah.
So like,
if anything, just further radicalizing them. Yeah. Because in the eyes of society,
I mean, our system, like, it doesn't work, and like our repeat offenders are high because it doesn't work. Like, clearly the system doesn't work. I mean, it works as intended for these capitalists, of course, for these for-profit prisons. They fucking, they want the repeat customers.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I just think that we need like a education camp, I guess. That's a very like weird way to say it, but like a place to put people who are just ideologically fucking broken. You know what I mean? Like in the USSR, they did this thing where they would send people to Siberia. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like a nice place,
like a nice Siberia,
like a prison,
like
right?
a Miami Beach, Siberia.
Yeah, I mean, like it sounds fucking ridiculous, but I don't think it is because I think it's like a moral thing to do. I mean, like you remove
It's
them
just
from society.
education. Like they lack
exactly.
the education. Just give
They
it to
lack the
them.
moral education. I mean, that's really what it is. Like people like to pretend like, oh, it's all just
They're
opinions.
not
Like,
developed.
how are you going to impart your
Don't
way
come
of
in.
life onto them? But it's like, I mean, my way of life is better, so fuck. Of course I'm going to impart it on them. I think my recommendation for Kyle,
I'm busy right now.
like it breaks my heart to see young people fucking just get sucked into this shit, man, cuz like every time I see someone like him, I think
You're good.
that guy could have been, you know, an ally. Like, I mean, I'm 21. I'm fucking young too. And I always like see my associates who I go to school with and they just don't know what the fuck's going on. They're just it's so sad to see. Like, it's so hard for me to say like, oh, fuck that guy. Like, just remove him from society because I want him to be better. It's just like I can't imagine someone like Kyle Rittenhouse, a murderer at 17. Like, how does he turn his life around? What does the path look like?
I don't know,
man.
I feel like he's just gonna be always known as that one weird fucking guy, like who fucking killed people.
Yeah, and I don't think it's necessarily wrong that people see him as a murderer because he is one. It's just that like that person is tainted now, like forever. Like he literally would have to move away from the country. He'd have to change his name. He would have to not interact with anyone who knows who he is for like several years to even return to a normal life. So like he's kind of frozen in this position, in his ideological fucking position that he can't get out of, and it's very disturbing and annoying. But I don't know.
Kyle Rittenhouse, the fucking Kenosha killer, out. And he's fucking out and about. And that's the fucking story. We've been fucking live for an hour and 30 minutes now. And, you know, it's about that time of the night, frankly.
I think you're right.
I'm starving. I need to eat some food in me before I fucking die. Caleb, he needs to go back to hibernation and so he can see WoW happen. The WoW expansion drop.
If anyone's playing WoW on Area 52 Horde, message me.
We need some guild members.
Yeah.
Join the
for real. Actually, like no cap. You guys can join the guild. I don't care.
For free.
Yeah.
But as always, Caleb, it's been another fucking great episode. Coming from the left and the south, boys. And as always, Vsauce. Fucking no. Fucking Left in the South podcast, episode 40. Love you guys. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye-bye.